Gotta do everything my frickin' self, huh? Well, if you want something done right, you gotta do it your own damn self. You did nothing!
Yes. Are you alright?
I'm fine! Well, now we have a Goldeen E-beam and need something to do with it. My best guess is putting it where we found the original one, and yeah, it moves the clock. That's always ticking. And another key? Good God! That's 3 of them now. We have so much more access to everything, so just believe me when I say that I start frantically running around and unlocking every door that I can. It is while I am doing so when I find a statue of a tiger with missing eyes. It's strange. In the description, it mentions jewels can be placed there. Weirdly specific, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess. Do you remember that statue I pushed off the balcony way back when, like, what, 4 weeks ago? You don't? Oh. Well. Fuck me, I guess. Well, this now broken statue is actually holding a blue jewel. Also, I swear I will find some way to reference this statue for the rest of the series, I promise you. It will be done. I placed the blue into the eye of the time. Sorry. The statue moves to reveal a wind crest. Huh. Okay. Oh, shit! I totally forgot. We never got the shotgun. We completely left it behind. Okay, alright. Well, that's our next quest. Let's go get old Bertha. Old Big Bertha, if I might say so myself. I dump some stuff and then sprint back to the Zorador. That is the Z-like corridor that I mentioned from the last episode, of which if you were paying attention, you would know that. And then we go through the weird scratched box-like room again, and... oh, there it is! Let's go! What? Oh, shit. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, Big Bertha's a trap. This whole thing is one big, great, and elaborate lie! Oh, this door's unlocked. Well, shit. Now we're stuck in somewhere, yet again, because of some stupid sliding trapdoor shit. Although the last one didn't kill me, thank goodness. This one didn't either, but... who knows, I've been known to be quite inept in these situations. God, the designers of this place really have some sick issues. What's with all these traps anyways, that are like super elaborate? Well, let's theorize. As for the emblem puzzle with the music room, this tells me that this key was likely a spare and locked away for probably a pretty good reason. Why? I'm not sure yet. But it does make sense that all those doors would be locked. Like, think about it. There's some spreading infection, people are going to be locking doors. And I'm not sure as to whether or not zombies can open doors, but if they can, it makes sense to lock them out as a potential safety measure. Thinking of the keys at this point, the sword key was placed on a bed in a safe room. Could have been forgotten. Or maybe even dropped out of someone's pocket when they were climbing out of bed. I don't know. The armory key was hanging up in that garden, and who's to say if that hentacle monster was deliberately there to dissuade anyone from accessing it? Or was it another byproduct of whatever's going on here, and the key just so happened to be on display? Could be coincidental, but it also could be planned. Finally, we've come across the most elaborately hidden key thus far, and there's gotta be some important reason as to why this was locked away. Why? I have no frickin' clue. Yet. But as for the shotgun, 1, you have a fully loaded shotgun hanging on a wall. That is fucking dangerous. So there has to be some countermeasure to just being able to grab it and walk around this mansion. Though, to be honest, it's a little over the top if you ask me. 2, there has to be some reason why it's here. It isn't a hunting shotgun, but it could be for home defense, maybe? Or maybe as like some kind of insurance for something going wrong. This place is the center of the infection after all. At least I think so. But anyway, I ditched the shotgun even though I really, really want it. And I mean really, really want it. And then I head over to unlock some doors. In the process, I stumble upon some pretty cool things. A weird paper on the wall that looks so bright it could be my monitor when I play Assassin's Creed 2. A weird painting room with some crows, weirdly enough. And a room with a broken shotgun. Oh, that's nice. Rusted, poopy brown, bent barrel. Wait, this can be used as a counterweight! But, first things first, there is a drawer here that has a first use of a small key, which I went into in part 2 of this series. This one gives us some more shotgun shells, so we're suddenly sitting pretty with ammunition, to be honest. Bear in mind, I've been intentionally playing conservatively with my handgun ammo, as I don't want to run dry too quickly. I go back once again to the shotgun room, switch them out Indiana Jones style, and now for the real test. Oh, looks good. We look good, baby! Yeah! Shotgun for the win! Yes! It's going in the box. What? I'm serious. What? You think I'm gonna just use it all up immediately and waste it? What do you take me for? I grew up with action RPGs. Everyone knows the best consumables are the ones you never use. If you did this too, you now have to like, comment, and subscribe. I continue forth and find this interesting bedroom that's well furnished. I find a journal of this evil resident. Get it? Get it because it's because it's Resident Evil. When opening the diary, oh shit, we're live. Okay, honestly, I would have let this guy live, but he was guarding some shotgun ammo, so sorry, buddy. What was this zombie guarding? What was his story? Let's look deeper. May 9th, 1998. At night we played poker with Scott the guard, Alias, and Steve the researcher. Steve was very lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. May 10th, 1998. Today a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. It looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. May 11th, 1998. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protective suit that looked like a spacesuit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder those researchers never rest, even at night. May 12th, 1998. I've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday, and my skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. May 13th, 1998. I went to the medical room because my back was all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back, and the doctor told me I didn't need to wear the spacesuit anymore. Well, guess I can sleep well tonight. May 14th, 1998. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying, and I ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They've been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups find out. May 15th, 1998. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go see Nancy. It's my first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard on the way out. They say the company had ordered that no one can leave the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? May 16th, 1998. I heard a researcher who tried to escape from this mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itching at night. When I was scratching, the swelling on my arms, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? May 19th, 1998. Fever gone. But itchy. Hungry. And need doggy food. Itchy, itchy. Scott came. Ugly face. So killed him. Tasty. 4. Itchy. Tasty. Well, I wouldn't have ended on that note. I mean, that line will never last. But, hey, we got some more shotgun ammo, and good lord, man, I'm swimming in it. I love it. God, I feel like a god. Anyway, it's as I continue exploring when I realize that this game quickly goes from a survival horror, carefully minding your surroundings, to getting a handle on the combat and the enemies, to a stream of traps that so far have been pretty lenient in avoiding, to now a checklist. Assuming that you've been taking notes on what doors are required with what keys, you will head to each door to use up each of these keys as you progress, and quite honestly, I'm torn between it feeling a little calm as you find your familiarity, to even dull at parts. If you have handgun ammo and there's a single zombie in a hallway, there's virtually no threat there. The only thing it is attacks. Now there's my previous argument of that decision-making process. Is it worth paying this tax to get around one enemy easily? Or risk running around it and evade, potentially saving time and ammo at the cost of potentially losing health and using a healing item? Now with the abundance of resources I have in both ammo and in healing, I don't even take a second thought when dispatching foes. I become comfortable, something that will bite me in the ass later. In fact, I feel so comfortable that when I'm exploring, I find a very tight room with a zombie right in front of the doorway. One of the more subtle jump scares in this game. As you can see, I quickly recognized the situation and left fast enough to be completely fine. He's far too close for the knife though, nor the handgun. So I guess it's time to dust off old Bertha and see how it feels. Oh yeah, that's good. Take note that I aimed upward and waited until he got close. The shotgun is great at damaging several targets with one shot, meaning it's good to start with a shotgun and switch to a handgun in group encounters, but you could also go for maximum damage against a single human target. But you do have to wait until they're very close to you before firing in order to one-shot them. If you shoot too early, you graze them. Shoot too late, and you're getting chomped. High risk and high reward. I like that they included that for so many aspects. Between using the knife to using the handgun and using now the shotgun, I really gotta say, it's like number 2 in terms of overall design ideas for Resident Evil, right beneath resource management. Now, another quick detail I wanted to mention is I really like the dismemberment mechanic for the zombies. It's a little restricted here, but I like that you can shoot the hands off of a zombie or straight up blow their heads off. The former is a great in-game demonstration that reinforces the idea that these humans are literally decomposing and falling apart. I don't believe the arm falling off has any indication of its health because it can happen between the first hit to the last hit before it dies, but in the future games, that specific feature of dismemberment is heavily expanded in a very beautiful yet grotesque way. Past this newly beheaded zombie, I find 2 separate rooms that finish off this section of the second floor. One yields a fish tank that is too heavy to push, and a wardrobe that is also pushable. This shattered display of insects has a button that, if we push, removes the water from the tank so we can move that and then the wardrobe out of the way to find even more shotgun shells. I mean, we're freaking stacked, dog! In my research, I found out that there are actually ink ribbons in the lab coat by the door, but I completely missed that because I'm too smooth-brained to check. That's just a quick reminder to check every single thing just in case. There's also a researcher's will in here for some even more lore. Let's take a look. My dear Alma, the fact that you've received this letter is both a joy and a sadness to me. I could not even talk to you because of that guy in the sunglasses. Alma, be calm and read this. I think I've told you that I've moved to a pharmaceutical company's lab. They headhunted me. Last month there was an accident in the lab and the virus we were studying escaped. All of my colleagues who were infected by the virus are dead. To be accurate, they've become the living dead. They still wander around. Some of them are knocking on my room door desperately right now. But there's no sign of intelligence in their eyes. That cursed virus takes away all humanity from the human brain. Love, joy, sorrow, fear, humor, eternally. And Alma, even the memories of the days I spent with you. Yeah, I'm infected. I did everything I could, but I can only delay the progress by a few days. The most frightening thing is I forget more about you by the day. So I choose a peaceful death, rather than becoming the living dead. Within the hour, you'll have entered my eternal sleep. I do hope you understand my decision. Bye. And forever yours. These researchers must have been studying this virus to try and find some kind of cure, right? All it took was one slip-up, and it seems to have broken out amongst all these creatures and people. Hold on. Did they infect those dogs intentionally to study them? Or did they find them that way? What does he mean with the guy in the sunglasses? That zombie in the room prior must have been the one knocking on the door. And in the next room after that, there are some bunks in here. It's no doubt where the researchers would stay when they were off. Interesting that there's one bunk for the groundskeeper and multiple for the researchers, but likely they needed separation for the virus they were working on, right? Either way, rest well, Martin. I'll make sure Alma sees this, and I'm sorry this happened to you. Hey guys, bit of a short one this week as I've been incredibly pressed for time these days, but I have a ton of ideas for the rest of the series and also other projects. In case you aren't in the know, which if you are, how did you get here? Stay away from me. I aim to finish this series, a new episode every 2 weeks, and intermittently play games with my friends and share them with you all. Hope you like it, and please comment, like, please,